Miss Ronnie here with a Free Fall Friday, honey. Let me tell you something. Y'all folks is complaining about these jobs, whether it's Walmart, you being rude, disrespectful to the customer, or you complaining about the workload, and are you complaining at the post office talking about the workload of the post office? I heard it was hard work. I heard it was hard work working for the post office. I ain't gonna lie. My aunt did it for like 30 years. She retired from the post office. Listen, talking about they expect too much from you and all of this. Y'all better quit playing. Listen, it's so many people out there looking for jobs, from work from home jobs. Half of them that these YouTubers be talking about, telling people about, half of them be scams. They just want you on there to they'll put the title up there, 10 work from home jobs that are legit. And for you to go on there and be trying to write down all these so-called work from home jobs that are not legit, and half of them there is no link and you cannot get through because they're lying. But as long as you stay on that video for a certain amount of time, they get credit for it. It's hard to find work from home jobs. It's hard to find leave the home jobs. Okay? It's hard to find a job. I'm telling you. When I stopped doing my popcorn and I went to start doing Uber, before I started doing Uber, I was putting in applications trying to find a job. And let me tell you something. When you've been, I'm sorry, I'm eating y'all. When you've been self-employed for 20-something years, and you going in, and you 50-something years old, and you ain't filled out a job application in over 20 years, let me tell you something. That is no easy plight, my dear. That's no easy plight. Filling out a job application after not being in the workforce like that for 20-some years because you've been working for yourself. Who knows the last job you was at? Who remembers the address? Who remembers the supervisor's name? Listen, they make it real hard to get a job because everything is online. When Obama went in office, that's how everything changed. Everything went online. They call themselves doing it that way so the company can't discriminate. But all it did was make it harder for us to find a job. All it did was make it harder for us to find a job. At least in the old days, you could take your application in and you can shake somebody's hand. How you doing, Mr. Brown? I'm turning my application in. I just want you, to know who I was. So when you're going through the applications, you can, at least put a face to the name when you pull mine. So thank you so much for taking time to see my application in person. Can't do that no more. Everything is computer. And see that it makes it easier for them to deny you or turn you down because it's impersonal, and it's a cold way. It's a cold-hearted way. So all these people going online and complain about their job and they tired of this place and they sick of these people, and I wish the F I could leave, and I wish y'all better quit complaining about them jobs. Y'all better quit complaining about them jobs, because I'm telling you, when the economy crash and you don't have that job anymore, you're gonna be crying. I'm telling you, I know, because I did it. When I stopped doing my popcorn, I wasn't making enough money to take care of myself. So I stopped doing my popcorn in August and started doing Uber. And I was making more money doing Uber than I was doing my popcorn. And when, unforeseen circumstances caused me to lose, access to the Uber app, I got kicked off of Uber. I tell the story about what happened on my YouTube channel, Miss Ronnie Rides. If you go there and you subscribe to the YouTube channel and pull up the video, you can see how the video called how I got kicked off the Uber app. How I got kicked off Uber. So that was in, right, I think a week or two before Christmas. Like a week before Christmas, I got kicked off the Uber app. Right? And I had to start going back. I had been putting in application. I got one call. Now, I've been putting in application for 4 or 5 months. I got one call for a job at Bell's Warehouse. They wanted to pay me $10 an hour. That's $10 an hour is for high school kids. It's for high school kids that ain't got no bills. It's for high school kids that stay at their home with their mama and all they need is some money to get their nails done and pay their cell phone bill. Okay, $10 an hour is not for whole grown folk who got mortgages and car insurances and all that kind of stuff. So I passed on it. Plus, it was 25, 30 minutes from me. So I passed on that, because that didn't make sense to me to drive. It probably more than that from me. It didn't make sense for me to, I almost drove over a dead animal in the road. Yeah. For me to take that job. So I passed on that job. And I had to go back to doing my popcorn. And I did not want to go back and do my popcorn. For the first time in all of my years of doing my popcorn, I actually got tired of doing it and didn't want to do it anymore. This is the first time I ever felt that way. Why? Because I was working hard and I wasn't making enough money. I was working hard. But I had to go back to doing my popcorn. So what happened was God turned my attitude about my business around. He turned my attitude around. And I started saying, Lord, I thank you for the seed. My business is a seed that is in my hand. I can take this seed wherever I want to take it and plant it there and be prosperous. You understand? If I can't find no job, I can go make me some popcorn and go make me some money. I had to start looking at it differently. And I had to ask God to forgive me, and I started saying, Lord, thank you for the seed that you put in my hand. Thank you for the seed. And business has started picking up again and increasing and stuff again, So the point I'm trying to make is y'all quit complaining about your jobs, because it's a lot of people out there that are looking for job and putting in applications and putting in resumes, and they either overqualified or underqualified, and ain't nobody got time to be trying to go to school and work and all that kind of stuff. That's too much, especially when you get to my age. I don't want to have to go to school and try to work. I'm 56 already. I'm tired. I'm already tired. So start being grateful for your jobs, because these people are going to start hiring. The reason why they find people and they're making room for the robots. They're making room for the robots. These companies in the state and all that, they're gonna be hiring robots to sort this mail and all this kind of stuff. And they ain't got to worry about nobody stealing people mail out the mailbox and stealing people checks. Did you see that man that they caught a black man too on top of that? Why it's always got to be us? They caught this black man. He stole a bunch of checks, like $1.7 million worth of stolen checks and money orders and stuff. And now he finna go to prison. So with robots, they ain't got to worry about that. With robots and stuff, they ain't got to worry about nobody whining and complaining. I got to go to the bathroom. I'm tired. I ain't got time to be doing all that, and that ain't part of my job, and that ain't in my job description. Girl, you better shut up. You better tell you take that trash out. You better take that trash out. Them people go tell you wash them windows. You better wash them windows. You better quit complaining about your job, because robots going to take your job. And then you all online complaining, all on TikTok complaining. You better quit complaining about your job. For your boss or your job, you get fired. I know I would. If I had a worker that that worked for me and she would complain about her job, she would be fired. I'm like, oh, baby, you ain't got to sling another bag of popcorn for me. You can go. Chalk up the holy deuces to her. Okay? Y'all better quit complaining about your job, because the robots are coming to take over your job. You better start saying, Lord, thank you for my job. There's so many people out here looking for a job. I'm telling you, they can't find no job. Put in application resume for months and months and months on it and can't find no job. Y'all better start saying, Lord, thank you that I still got my job. Lord, thank you. How can I bring glory to you on my job, Lord? Not on my job, but because you have blessed me to still be able to have a job. How can I bring glory to you, Lord? How can I honor you, Lord? Thank you for my job. Thank you that I have not been the one that has been laid off from my job. Father God, thank you for providing for me in these tough times. Y'all better change your attitude about your jobs. I'm telling you. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think in the comments. God bless you.